And there you have it, a grand entrance to what will be a grand series as the red-hot Bryan Yard Dogs collide with the league-leading Nacogdoches Niners, and you can catch it all right here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. Nick Savage here with Will Fain to my left, and a grand beginning to what will be a really fun weekend out at Travis Field, 4th of July weekend, and both teams getting honored before the game introduced. And man, setting the scene well here as we got a packed house at Travis Field. Will, what are you looking for the Yard Dogs coming in riding that 5-game winning streak? Six-game winning streak into this one. They are perfect on this homestand so far. So what's it going to take for them to keep up their success against the 27-8 Nacogdoches Niners, probably the most complete team in the Mid-America League this summer?
I mean, really, you think that they just keep playing the way they've been playing. A lot of complete baseball, doing the little things, making the right plays, no mistakes, clean baseball on both sides, defense and offense. You're taking your pitches, you're taking walks, you're getting the timely hits like we saw last night where you had multiple extra base hits to the wall.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can execute that, and it will be up to Caleb Galindo on the mound to shut down the most potent offense in the MAL. The Niners coming into this one leading the league in runs with 266 scored. They lead the league in hits, 283. They've hit 56 doubles, which is first in the league. They also have one of the better pitching staffs, lead the league in ERA, 4.56, and they can run as well. We love base runners, right? We thought the Yard Dogs can run the base as well, but guess what? So do the Niners. They lead the league in steals, 142 on the season, and they have the top 4 individual base stealers in the league. So something for Taylor Valerius to worry about tonight. He's one of the better defensive catchers in the MAL, so he'll have his hands full tonight as Caleb Galindo, like I mentioned, gets his first start tonight. He's making his 10th appearance. He's got a 7.45 ERA and 9 2/3 innings pitched with 10 strikeouts on the season. The Nacogdoches Niners will line up like this. Jay Kelly, the MAL RBI leader, will play center and lead off. Jake Gurrell will play third and hit second. Camden Knutson plays second and hits third. Brandon Sheets bats fourth and plays first tonight. Adrian Sindo, the shortstop, bats fifth. Batting sixth is Oscar Galvez, the designated hitter. Batting seventh is Joshua Stanley, the left fielder. Devin Myers, the right fielder, hits eighth. And batting ninth, Colton Haas, the catcher for the Niners, excuse me. And like I mentioned, Galindo on the mound for your Yard Dogs. Jay Kelly, center fielder, will bat from the right side as he digs into the batter's box. And again, a packed crowd here tonight out at Travis Field. Going to be a fun weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Galindo's first pitch of the ball game comes home, and it's swung on and missed, and Kelly is behind in the count, 0-1.
We'll even have some fireworks after tonight's game.
Absolutely, post-game fireworks. So make sure, if you haven't, head out to the ballpark. There's still time to settle in and catch a good one here tonight. Slider down and away, gets a swing and a miss. And Jay Kelly behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 home, taken downstairs by Jay Kelly, and it's 1 ball, 2 strike count. Out of the stretch, Galindo from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 to Jay Kelly on the way. Swung on and fouled back. Kelly stays alive. Good piece of hitting. Jay Kelly leads the league in RBIs. Also in stolen bases, he's got 28 of those. 25 RBIs, so very productive member on this Niner squad. 1-2. That one's downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, here comes. That one's low, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Jake Kelly falls behind 0-2, but he has battled it back full.
Already seeing some competitive ABs with the first one of the night.
Expecting a lot of that this entire series. Galindo, big deep breath, payoff to Kelly. Cut on and miss. Galindo picks up his 11th strikeout of the season. And Jake Kelly is out number 1 here in the top of the first.
All right, fans, this is our K-Man hitter of the night, number 2.
As Jake Gorel,
Jake Gurrell.
the third baseman, will come to the plate.
If our pitcher strikes out Mr. Gurrell,
Nobody on, 1 out.
$2 beers in the next half.
And he's the K-Man batter of the game. If
Cheer on our pitcher
Galindo
for that
picks up a strikeout, it's $2 beers for the home fans. Usually gets a little bit more involvement in this AB. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch comes home, and that one misses low and away for ball 1.
Really gets you cheering for a strikeout here.
Again, bleachers filling in nicely for the early start. A lot of folks having a day off work, so what better way to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our great country than watching some baseball. It's a 1-1 count here to Jake Gurrell. Yard Dogs in their home white uniforms, white caps with the navy bill. Yard Dogs across the front of the jersey. White numbers with the blue trim. 1-1. Breaking ball just off the plate away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Niners wearing their road grays. Nacogdoches in white letters across the front with the navy caps. 2-1, in or half, called strike 2. And now the crowd will pick up the decibel level a little bit, looking for a discount early on in the game. Galindo set with the 2-2. Here comes. Fouled off.
That's a First Financial Bank foul ball.
One out here in the top of the first inning. Nobody on for Nacogdoches. Gurrell at the plate with a 2-2 count. Here's the next offering. Slider down and away, no chase by Gurrell. Good job to lay off, and it's back-to-back full counts here in the top of the first inning. Three-two. Downstairs, ball 4. Pitch missed just below the knees, so Jake Gurrell will be a one-out base runner. And Camden Knutson, second baseman, bats now. Switch hitter will swing from the left side against the righty Caleb Galindo. He'll show bunt, pulls it back. It misses down and away for ball 1. Knutson out of Ottawa University of Arizona. Calls Tulsa, Oklahoma home. 6'2", 180-pounder. Pick over to first. Back in safely is Gurrell. Knutson hitting .339. Has a home run, 17 RBIs on the year. Playing in his 30th game here tonight. There goes Gurrell. Throw down by Valerius, not in time. That'll be a stolen bag by Jake Gurrell. So runner in scoring position and 1 out for Nacogdoches here in the top of the first inning. One rolled over, picked by Aubrey Reed at first. He's going to step on first for out number 2. That will allow Jake Gurrell to advance up to third. So a productive out for the Niners, and that will bring Brandon Sheets to the plate. Sheets, the first baseman tonight, bats from the left side. First pitch to the AB. Outside, ball one.
Up to bat for the Niners, number 22, Brandon Sheets.
One out. That one misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Sheets, 6'3", 225, hitting .457 in 17 games played. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, scored 19 runs. Again, the most potent offense in the MAL this summer. No wonder they are 27-8, and it's a 2-1 count now. 2 Sheets.
Those are some good numbers from a cleanup hitter right there. Especially that average.
Hit nearly 500. 2-1. Line down the right field line, foul. Sheets out of Texas A&M Texarkana. He's out of Azle, Texas. Two-two's outside, and it'll be the 3rd full count of the top of the 1st inning. Nacogdoches doing a good job of working the counts here early on. Galindo again making his first start here. Tall task against the league-leading offense. 3-2, line deep to right field. Higginbotham on his horse, still tracking, and it's going to one-hop up against the wall. It's going to go over the wall, so it's going to be a ground roll double for Brandon Sheets, and it's 1-0 Nacogdoches here in the top of the 1st.
Walking up to the plate for Nacogdoches, there's
Jay Gurrell comes in to score. And now Adrian Sindo, the shortstop, bats. That one slider down and away for ball one to start off Sindo. Misses, no, catches the inner half, looked inside, but he gets the call for strike one. This one lined sharply down the left field line. It'll be extra bases again. Coming in to score is Brandon Sheets to make it 2-0. And Brandon Sheets and Adrian Sindo trade doubles, and it's 2-0 Nacogdoches.
Next up for Nacogdoches.
Will showing off why they are the best offense early here. They also lead the league in extra bases, picking up 2 more here in the top of the 1st inning. First pitch in to Oscar Galvez, who takes strike one. A good slider in there from Galindo.
And he's putting it over the plate. I mean, 28 pitches, 15 have been strikes.
Just maybe a little too much over the plate, right?
Yep.
0-1 in there, called strike two. So now Caleb Galindo pitch away from working out of this inning where he's had to battle through it. Oh-2, just off the plate away. 1-2. In there, called strike 3, and Caleb Galindo gets out of the inning, but 2 doubles for the Nacogdoches Niners. They take a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll see if the Yard Dogs can answer. Keep it right here. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the first out of Travis Field. 2-0 Nacogdoches over your Yard Dogs. Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here as the Yard Dogs will come to the plate for the first time tonight. Looking to answer the 2 RBI doubles in the top half of the first. And it's going to be Gavin Shaddix, the second baseman, leading things off for the Yard Dogs. First pitch to him is in there, called strike 1. Top 3 in the lineup: Gavin Shaddix, Tegan Riley, Jake Wiley for Coach John Byington tonight. 0-1's going to run in and nick Gavin Shaddix. So hit by pitch on the leadoff man as Shaddix will run on down to first. And Tegan Riley will come up. Like I mentioned, Shaddix, Riley, Wiley, then Aubrey Reed will bat 4th. Hunter Barros will bat 5th. Ty Higginbotham hits 6th. He plays right field. Tanner Pachorik, the 7-hole hitter. Brody Cole hits 8th. And Taylor Valerius, the catcher, batting 9th for the home team tonight. And that one's going to run in and hit Tegan Riley. So back-to-back hit by pitches for Clay Kennedy, who's making his 6th start of the season. And he's in a bit of a spot here early. 2 men on, nobody out for Jake Wiley. Kennedy with his 6th start. He's 3-2 overall with a 6.31 ERA and 25 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 24 batters this year. Wiley into the box. Digs in from the left side. The first pitch to him misses way out for ball 1. Wiley out of St. Edwards, calls Grapevine, Texas home. 5'11", 185 infielder. 2-0 to him now. This is his 16th game of the season. Hitting .297, a home run, and 13 RBIs. Scored 10 runs, stolen 2 bases.
But the infield shifted like this, would just love to poke it right through the 6 hole.
Yeah. Wide gap on the left side of the infield with Sindo holding on the base runner out at second. Jake Wiley has himself a 3-0 count. Clay Kennedy struggling here to find the zone in the early going. Way outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded just like that. 7 pitches into the game, and the Yard Dogs have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Next up, from Lubbock Christian University, first baseman number 7.
And Aubrey Reed bats in a big spot here.
Had a pretty hot series against Beaumont, so could tie the game up with one swing here.
He's out of Southeastern Arkansas University as he's into the box. Righty-righty matchup. Reed hitting .204, a home run, 13 RBIs. First pitch. That one's in there, called strike 1. Nobody out, bases loaded, bottom of the first. 2-0 already. Nacogdoches taking the early lead. But Yard Dogs trying to battle right back. That one in there, called strike 2. Nacogdoches 27-8 coming into this one. Bryan 18-16, riding a 6-game winning streak. 0-2. Big swing and a miss, and just like that, Clay Kennedy, 3-pitch strikeout. That's his first of the evening, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Third baseman Hunter Barros will bat now.
Third baseman from St. Edward's, number 3, Hunter Barros.
Righty-righty matchup, first pitch in the dirt, taken by Barros for ball 1. Barros, one of the newcomers to this Yard Dog team. He's appeared in the last 3 games. Splitting time between the infield and the outfield. 1-0 is low, 2 balls, no strikes now.
And like we talked about, a lot of these guys just interchangeable. We've seen many people play in different positions, especially here in the infield.
Three-0. In there, called strike 1. Bases loaded for the Yard Dogs, 3-1 home to Hunter Barros, and that's downstairs. A bases loaded walk makes it 2-1. Yard Dogs get one back here, and Hunter Barros the RBI. Gavin Shaddix comes in to score after he got hit by pitch to lead off this game.
Right fielder number 14, Ty Higginbotham.
Now here's Ty Higginbotham. He's had a scorching hot start to his time with Bryan. Bases loaded, he's going to swing and foul the first pitch up the first baseline. Higginbotham with a pretty sizable crowd here cheering him on tonight. Some of his folks, family and friends getting a chance to see him play. Clay Kennedy with the 1-1. He comes set first base side of the rubber, delivers home the next offering. A big swing and a miss for Higginbotham. Now it's a 1-2 count. Tegan Riley over at third base. Jake Wiley runs at second. Hunter Barrows over at first. The 1-2 to Higginbotham. Lined and caught by the first baseman Sheets, and he's going to beat Barrows back to the first base bag, and it's a double play to end the inning. Tough luck for the Yard Dogs there as Higginbotham hit it hard, but Brandon Sheets was able to make the play and get back to first before Hunter Barrows. And the Yard Dogs will strand them loaded, but they do get a run back. It's 2-1 as we go to the top of the second out at Travis Field. Come on back. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Travis Field, top of the second. 2-1 our score between Nacogdoches and Bryan. Joshua Stanley leading things off, facing Caleb Galindo, and the first pitch to Stanley's in there, called strike one. Joshua Stanley out of Huntsville, Texas, rolls this one over, and it's going to shoot through the infield for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Niners here in the top of the second. Puts a runner over at first. That's the third hit of the game for Nacogdoches here in the early going. Now Devin Myers, the right fielder, will grab a bat.
Up to bat, right fielder number 17, Devin Myers.
Myers out of Henderson State University. Calls Memphis, Tennessee home. 6'3", 210-pounder. Plays in right field tonight and will take the first pitch inside underneath the hands. 18th game for him. He's hitting .333, 18 RBIs, 18 runs scored. Stanley over at second, or excuse me, at first, is second in the league in steals, and we'll see if he picks up another one. No, bad throw by Taylor Valerius. Shoots into center field. Tegan Riley backs it up, and Joshua Stanley swipes his 18th bag of the season. Still trying to catch his teammate Jay Kelly, who has 28 on the year. So runner in scoring position. Devin Myers, right fielder at the plate. 1-1, fouled back.
very athletic team with all those stolen bases.
Yeah, I was going to say, just looking at them, they are the most athletic-looking team we've seen this season in terms of size, build, all that makeup. As this one's sent back up the middle, that's a base hit. Stanley enough speed to be sent home. Here's a throw from Tegan Riley. It's there, but Joshua Stanley legs it out, and it's an RBI single for Devin Myers. It's 3-1 as Nacogdoches gets that run they gave up in the bottom of the first back. And now the 9-hole hitter, Colton Haas, the catcher, to the plate.
Texas, number 5, Colton Haas.
Haas out of College Station, Texas. So it's a homecoming for him. He'll bunt right back to the mound. Galindo fields on a hop over to first in time to retire Haas, but he does his job. Sacrifice bunt moves Devin Myers up to second base. And now the top of the lineup. Back up, Jake Kelly, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. This one's tapped foul at the plate. Jake Kelly a little frustrated. He feels like he missed that one. League leader in RBIs wants to pick up another one with Devin Myers out running at second base after his RBI single. One. Misses up and in. He's ahead in the count here. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And with their speed, I think just about any kind of single scores him, other than an infield single.
Yeah, absolutely. A little earlier start here tonight at 6 o'clock, so got to battle that sun a little bit longer for all the infielders. This one's driven into center field. O'Reilly going back. He'll make the catch, and faking the tag is Devin Myers. So Jay Kelly, a line out to center for out number 2 here in the top of the second inning.
All right, folks, our main hitters.
Now Jake Gurrell, the third baseman, will dig back in. He walked, stole a base, and later scored his first time up.
Let's cheer on our pitcher because he's got some pressure on him now. Y'all can be louder than that.
First pitch of the AB here from Caleb Galindo on the way, and that one misses high for ball 1. Galindo from the first base side of the rubber is set. 1-0. Misses low. There goes the runner. Throw down in time. And they nab Devin Myers trying to steal third base. And we will go to the bottom of the second. But Nacogdoches getting a run back. They lead 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the second. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Come on back. of the second, out of Travis Field. 3-1 our score. It'll be Tanner Pachorik, Brody Cole, Taylor Valerius due up in the frame for Bryan. That's 7, 8, 9. Still facing Clay Kennedy on the mound, who got off to a rocky start but settled in with the bases loaded and was able to work around the traffic with only allowing a run as he starts off Pachorik with a strike. Oh, one's a slider down and away for ball one. Pachorik not off to the start he wants for his summer, batting 143 in just a few games played. He's got a 1-2 count here against Kennedy. Galindo, first base side of the rubber, always out of the stretch, the 1-2 home. Popped foul. Sheets gave it a look for half a second, but it's out of play. Nacogdoches atop the MAL standings as we are more than halfway through this season. They are 27 and 8 coming into tonight. Fort Scott 19 and 12. They're in second place. Bryan moves into third place after their win last night. They are 18 and 16. 1-2's popped high behind the plate. Haas with the mask off and right at the net makes the catch for out number one. Brody Cole, DH, strolls to the plate for the first time tonight. Continuing with those standings, Meridian in that fourth and final playoff spot, 16 and 15 overall. Piney Woods on the outside looking in. They are 10 and 17, and Beaumont struggling big time again after last night's defeat. They've lost 22 in a row, and they are 5 and 27. Righty-lefty matchup here. Brody Cole takes on the outer half, called strike one. Oh, one just off the plate away. Cole appearing in his first game of the season tonight. He'll take 1-1 away as Clay Kennedy went off speed.
No hits yet, but there's been some productive ABs working the counts.
Brody's out of Trine University. Pikeville, Kentucky is his home, and the 2-1 runs in and hits Brody. So his first AB this summer results in a hit by pitch and a one-out base runner for Bryan here in the bottom of the second inning.
Bryan, backstop number 4, Taylor Valerius.
Taylor Valerius, the catcher, 9-hole hitter for the Yard Dogs, will step in. Taylor been with the team since opening day. Been a solid defensive catcher. And he's got pop, got a few home runs on the season. A big one came here last homestand. And if he were to do so here, he'd tie this game up. Batting 113 in 22 games, a home run, 12 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Niners in their double play defense, 1-0. Swung on, popped into shallow right field. It's Knutson and Myers converging, and Myers, the right fielder, will make the call on the catch for out number 2. So 2 down, runner on first for Gavin Shaddix, who was hit by pitch his first time up. Later came around to score.
Up to bat here, Yard Dogs from Stephen F. Austin State University.
Gavin out of SFA.
Gavin Shaddix.
Oh, lumberjack out there in Nacogdoches.
Niners. He's a traitor to them.
Hey.
But, hey, we're happy to have him here. He's been great for the Yard Dogs so far. There goes the runner. Throw down. Brody Cole has a stolen base. So a runner in scoring position for Gavin Shaddix. Shaddix hitting .308 this season, 6 RBIs, 11 runs scored, and 3 stolen bases. Shaddix behind here 0-2 as he goes after that fastball. Shaddix just wrapped up his junior year. Didn't get much action for the Lumberjacks this season, though, as he goes after the 0-2 pitch, and that'll end the inning. As Clay Kennedy picks up his second strikeout of the night, the Yard Dogs will strand a runner out at second base. We go to the third. It's 3-1 Nacogdoches over Bryan. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Travis Field in first pitch swinging, and Jake Durrell, he's going to ground out to the third baseman, Hunter Barros. Go across the diamond is in time, and there's one away already here in the top of the third. It's a 3-1 Nacogdoches lead over Bryan. Nacogdoches jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the first with a couple of RBI doubles from Brandon Sheets and Adrian Sindo. Yard Dogs got to run back after loading up the bases, and Hunter Barros drawing a bases-loaded walk. But in the top of the second, an RBI single from Devin Myers made it 3-1. Bryan held scoreless in the bottom of the second, and now here in the top of the third with one out. And Camden Knutson at the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. Righty-lefty matchup here as Knutson, a switch hitter, turned around to the left side to face the righty. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Nikhalen Morrison is the field manager for the Niners. It's his first season. Graduate of Central Baptist College, as this one's chopped back up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Pachoric. Catches on the run and fires in time to retire Knutson for out number 2.
That was a pretty play.
He let go of that ball at the 4 spot. He was basically where Gavin Shaddix plays second, but it was his ball. It was the right move there for Pachoric to charge that one, and A good defensive play, like you said there, Will. 2 down, nobody on for Brandon Sheets. 1 for 1 with an RBI double and a run scored. First pitch, outside corner, called strike 1. Back to Coach Morrison. He's a graduate of Central Baptist College. He has professional experience with the Frontier League and the Pecos League. Also worked a little bit with the Sugar Land Space Cowboys as a coach. He was the head coach of the Texas Rangers Youth Academy, mentoring kids from 9 to 18 and taking on a challenge here this summer as there's one line back up the middle. Pachorik lays out. He gets some leather on it, but it's into center field for a base hit. So 2-out base runner for the Niners here in the top of the 3rd.
Got some pretty experienced managers here in the MAL this year.
Yeah, former major leaguer for Meridian, Nicaelan Morrison, with professional baseball experience at a really young age. I don't know his exact age, but you can tell just by looking at him. He's a young guy and pretty impressive resume already. And he's got the Niners firing on all cylinders, right? Top of the MAL, 27-8, and hitting the ball well.
Leading in so many different stats for the season so far, offensively and defensively.
It's an 0-1 count to Adrian Sindo with 2 down and a runner over at first. Sindo had the second of 2 RBI doubles in the first inning. Oh-1 smashed into center field. Riley has a beat on it and puts it away no problem for out number 3. Just the lone hit for the Niners here in the top of the 3rd. Nothing more doing as it's 3-1 going to the bottom of the 3rd inning out at Travis Field. More action on the other side. You're listening to Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Back out at Travis Field, Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here as the Nacogdoches Niners lead your Bryan Yard Dogs 3-1, as it will be Tegan Riley at the plate to lead off the inning. Riley hit by pitch his first time up. First pitch comes home and it's in there, called strike one. Clay Kennedy, again, had a little issue at the start of the game. Put the first 3 men he faced on. Threw a bases loaded walk, but that's about it. Still no hits on the board for the Yard Dogs. One. Fastball in. Tegan Riley holds up. Good breaking pitch there from Clay Kennedy, and he's even the count back up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riley, the leadoff hitter last night, drew 3 walks, 2 hits, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Very productive against Beaumont. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that one's fouled away.
Hoping some of that offense carries over here into the night.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I'm only saying this because I know no one from Beaumont's watching. It's kind of like that tune-up game in college football, right? Before your big game. The Niners coming in are another SEC, Big Ten, big power conference school, right? And Tegan Riley will be plunked for the 2nd time tonight. Fastball in, gets away from Clay Kennedy.
Is that the 4th hit by pitch tonight?
4th hit by pitch, yeah. Clay Kennedy losing a little command sometimes. He's been able to work around those mistakes so far. As Jake Wiley will dig in. Righty-lefty matchup here. Wiley walked his first time up. One-0, misses outside for ball 1. Runner over at first, nobody out. 1-0 count to Jake Wiley, the bottom of the 3rd inning. Glad you could join us here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. 2 balls, no strikes now. Again, fireworks after tonight's ball game, so be sure to head out to Travis Field. Maybe you're at home catching us and got no plans. You got plenty of time to make it. Crowd's still filing in. Probably the biggest crowd of the season,
I think so.
For the Yard Dogs, so that's awesome to see as this team continues to try to grow and get a foothold here in their inaugural season.
And definitely come back tomorrow for the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, July 4th, expecting another big crowd. It's a 3-0 count here to Jake Wiley. Kennedy, long pause in between pitches, winds and deals. That one on the outer half, called strike 1. Now we are approaching the time we usually start our ball game, so familiar shadow pattern, I guess, if you want to call it that, on the field. Home plate in the shade, pitcher's mound, and pretty much the entire infield and outfield in the sun. That will be constant changing situation as Jake Wiley draws a walk. And Will, with that the shade, I honestly think it's an advantage for Clay Kennedy right now, right? Because the ball starts in the sun, and by the time it gets to the hitters, it's in the shade. So they got to deal with that change in lighting.
First baseman number 7, Aubrey Reed.
Aubrey Reed now bats with 2 men on, nobody out. Bottom of the 3rd, Yard Dogs behind 2 runs.
But we do know that sun can cause an issue for any
defensively.
of the defenders out there tonight.
Absolutely. This one grounded softly to the third baseman, Gurrell. Over to second. He's going to throw it into right field. That's going to allow Riley to come in to score. And there'll be runners at first and third, nobody out. And a one-run ball game on the throwing error by Jake Gurrell over at third.
Let's keep that energy going. Third baseman number 3, Hunter Morrow.
So big mistake made by the usually well-defending infield of the Niners as Hunter Barrows digs in. He walked with the bases loaded earlier in this one, so he has an RBI already. And he's going to take strike one on the inner half. Oh, 1 to 0-2. Good breaking ball lands in there. And Hunter Barrows behind in the count. Kennedy set. 0-2. Swung on, lifted to right field. Will it be deep enough for Wiley? Here's the catch. It is not. Is that one a good throw in by the right fielder, Devin Myers, keeps Jake Wiley put at third base. And there's one down now for Ty Higginbotham. Runner still at the corners.
The bat from Houston, Texas, right fielder number 14, Ty Higginbotham.
Higginbotham 0 for 1 tonight, lined into a double play. Some tough luck as he hit a ball hard, but right at the first baseman who was able to double off the runner he was holding on. Pitch in there called strike one to Higginbotham. Higginbotham out of Houston, Texas. Again, I believe only his 6th game with the Yard Dogs. Collected quite a few hits already. 0-1 swung on.
Ooh.
And Higginbotham loses the bat all the way into the net. Ties behind 0-2. So runners at the corners, 0-2 count here. One down. Kennedy set, trying to protect that one-run lead, 0-2. Fastball way outside. Higginbotham takes, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans, a friendly reminder to watch out for flying bats or balls.
Wiley, the runner at third base. Aubrey Reed, the runner over at first. 1-2, chopped right side. Going to be a tough play, and Kennedy will win the race to first base, but ball hit awkwardly enough to where that allows Wiley to come in to score and tie the game up. Unable to turn the double play, so Aubrey Reed will move up to second base. And there's 2 down, and it's a tie game, 3-3.
Next up here, Yard Dogs, shortstop number 22, Tanner Pachorik.
Now Tanner Pachorik will dig in. First pitch is downstairs for ball 1. So a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
We wanted competitive baseball, and we are definitely getting it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Knew it was coming. This one popped foul. Going to hit on top of the bleachers. Leadoff hit by pitch. A walk by Jake Wiley. An error by the third baseman, Gurrell. Allowed a run to come in to score. Pop out to right, advance nobody, then a Ty Higginbotham ground out to first base. Drives in a run and ties this game up at 3-3. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Tanner Paciorek with a 1-1 count. Make it 2-1 as that one's going to get away from Haas. Throw down, not in time, and that's an extra 90 feet for Aubrey Reed. Good read by Aubrey there.
And way to stay active as well and pay attention.
Two-one. Check swing and Paciorek holds up. And it's a 3-1 count now for Tanner. The run offering runs in, ball 4. Clay Kennedy wants the appeal, but with the field umpire behind the pitcher's mound, really tough call for him to make on the check swing. So it's going to be a walk for Paciorek. Runners at the corners once again, 2 down for Brody Cole.
Hitter number 2, Brody Cole.
Brody was hit by pitch his first time up, stole second base. Looking to give the Yard Dogs a lead here. It's a righty-lefty matchup. That one in there, called strike 1 at the knees. One offering misses and gets away from Haas, and coming in to score is Aubrey Reed. The Yard Dogs a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Some self-inflicted wounds coming back to hurt Nacogdoches. And the Yard Dogs have jumped in front of the league leaders here in the bottom of the third.
And way to stay aggressive here on the base paths. I mean,
so 1-1 count here. That one misses into Cole. And it's a 2-1 count. Runner still in scoring position. That's Tanner Paciorek running out at second. Two-one downstairs. 3-ball and 1 strike count now for Brody Cole, the DH for the home team. Here comes a 3-1. Down and away, ball 4. So the inning will continue for the Yard Dogs. 3 runs already home. And now 2 men on for Taylor Valerius. And here comes the pitching coach for the Niners to talk things over with Clay Kennedy.
yeah, he's up to 62 pitches.
He's
30
hit,
being strikes.
he's hit 4 batters, and he's walked 5. So too many free passes for Clay Kennedy so far. We'll see if he can get back into the strike zone. Yard Dogs hoping he doesn't. They've taken full advantage here of a defensive error made by Nacogdoches, a few pass balls. Still no hits. 4 runs home for the Yard Dogs and no hits.
Not the first time they've been able to do that. They had that against Beaumont. What was
Yeah.
it, 12 runs off of 2 hits?
Yeah.
They've proven to take advantage of your mistakes when the opportunity is there.
Absolutely.
Up to bat here, Yard Dogs, the catcher number
So here's Taylor Valerius. 2 men on, 2 out. Valerius 0 for 1 tonight, popped out to right field. First pitch, fastball down, 1-0. Valerius knows how to sit dead red. And he's an all or nothing type of guy, looking to drive the ball out of the ballpark. Here's the 1-0 to Valerius. Check swing, he goes around. Clay Kennedy set. From the belt, the 1-1. There goes the runner, that's Pachorik. And no throw down from Haas, so it's a stolen base for Tanner Pachorik. Surprised Brody Cole wasn't off and running there, but there'll be runners at the corners. Really doesn't matter. No need to try to run out of a double play or anything.
But they normally do the double steal, so.
It's a 1-2 count to Valerius, though. Is there some action in the Nacogdoches pen? Check swing, and it's in there, called strike 2. Or called strike 3, pardon me. And that will end the inning. But not before the Yard Dogs can score 4 runs, or 3 runs, to take a 4-3 lead as we go to the 4th. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. At Travis Field, some Friday Night Baseball. Nick Savage and Will Fain with you here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. It's 4-3 at the top of the 4th. Bryan in front of Nacogdoches. And leading off is Adrian Sindo. Check that, Oscar Galvez will lead off the 4th here. And he'll be first pitch swinging, grounding this one over to Pachorik at short. Throw is in time to retire Galvez for out number 1.
Galindo, a good night on the mound. 52 pitches, 34 strikes so far.
Yeah, he's battled a little bit of traffic, but able to work around it for the most part. 2 runs coming in the first, 1 in the second, clean sheet in the 3rd, and looking to do the same here in the top of the 4th to keep the Yard Dogs in front after they take a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's Joshua Stanley standing in now. He's 1 for 1 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored tonight. He'll pop this one right side. Shattuck's second baseman under it. Puts it away, no problem for out number 2. So that will bring Devin Myers, the right fielder, in. Hit his first time up, drove in a run. 2 down, nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. Time called here. And it's an offensive timeout taken by head coach Nicaelan Morrison. Don't see that too often. But maybe Coach Morrison picking up on something from Caleb Galindo and relaying the message to Devin Myers. Galindo always out of the stretch, works from the first base side of the rubber, comes set with the glove at the belt, and the first pitch home is in there, called strike 1. Little bullpen action for Nacogdoches, like I mentioned, in that bottom half of the 3rd inning. Clay Kennedy in a bit of trouble as this one's popped sky high on the infield. Pachorik and Barros, left side of the infield, will have the play, and it is Barros, the third baseman, who makes the catch along the third baseline to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Galindo as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-3 lead for the home team. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the 4th, out at Travis Field. New pitcher for the Nacogdoches Niners. It's going to be Elijah Martinez taking over for Clay Kennedy. Martinez out of Hill College, calls Brownsville, Texas home. 6'5", 200-pound right-hander, making his 8th appearance here tonight. No record, 14 in the 3rd innings pitch. 1.88 ERA, 21 strikeouts, so impressive numbers for Martinez. Clay Kennedy gives way to him. He went 3 innings, no hits, but gives up 4 runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. He will face Gavin Shattuck's top of the order. Tegan Riley and Jake Wiley due up. We're going to have a quick stoppage here as Nicaelan Morrison and John Byington meet with the umpires. Coach Morrison a little hot with something, not pleased as he was talking things over with the umpires. But we're ready for play. Gavin Shattuck's into the box. He's 0 for 1 tonight, was hit by pitch, later scored a run his first time up. And the first pitch from Martinez is fouled back for strike one.
That's the First Financial Bank foul ball.
Martinez works from the first base side of the rubber. The righty kicks and deals, spikes that fastball in there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One, that one missed. Martinez did not throw any innings this year for Hill College. 2-1 comes home. Softly popped on the infield. Elijah wants to play, but he'll give way to his first baseman, Sheets, who comes running in to make the catch. There's out number 1. Gavin Shattuck's retired on the infield pop out.
Next up, from Reno, Nevada, center fielder number 23.
Now Tegan Riley will stroll to the plate. Been hit by pitch twice tonight. Scored a run. First pitch of this at bat, fastball up, gets a big swing and a miss. And Riley comes up empty. It's 0-1. Next pitch misses. Now the shade's in kind of a weird spot. So where Martinez releases this ball, it's in the sun, goes into the shade, then back into the sun. So I feel like that's a major advantage for the pitchers right now, this time of day.
You would think so.
And it's a 1-2 count here as that one was fouled into the mask of Colton Haas. He shakes it off and is good to go.
And third base is partially shaded, but where the third baseman's standing, he's not.
Well, all the fielders, I should say, are all dealing with the sun still. As Elijah Martinez will step off as Tegan Riley steps out of the box, then back in. 1-2, here it comes. Fouled back.
That's a First Financial Bank.
1-2, check swing, fouled up the first base line. No, it will stay fair. Tough luck for Tegan Riley. That looked like it was going to start curling foul, but it just dribbles down the first base line in an easy play for Sheets, the first baseman, who just scoops it up and steps on first for out number 2. Now Jake Wiley will stand in. He's walked twice and scored a run tonight. Right side of the infield shifted to pull against the left-handed bat of Wiley. First pitch lands in there. Called strike 1 from Martinez. 2-1 count now to Jake Wiley. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Knutson, second baseman, stands about 5 feet into right field now. It's a 3-1 count. Martinez will go to the rosin bag quickly behind the mound before climbing back on the hill. Three and one on the way here. Fouled off. And now the count will be run full. What a great crowd out at Travis Field tonight, and expecting it all weekend long as everyone celebrates July 4th. BryanYardDogs.com for your tickets. If you feel like coming out either tomorrow or Sunday, as the 3-2 is cut on and missed by Jake Wiley, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for Elijah Martinez. Impressive out of the pen. We go to the 5th. It's a 4-3 ball game. This is Bryan Yard Dog baseball. Welcome back. 4-3 our score in the top of the 5th inning. Bryan Yard Dogs up by 1 over the MAL leaders, Nacogdoches Niners. It's Colton Haas, the catcher, 9-hole hitter, leading things off here against Caleb Galindo, who's back out for more work, and he'll land a slider in there for a called strike 1. Haas laid down a textbook sacrifice bunt his first time up. Jay Kelly, the leadoff hitter, than Jake Gorell in the hole. This one lined over to shortstop, and Pachorik just lost it in the sun. He could not see it. That would have been a routine soft line out for him, but you could tell his reaction off the bat. He had no idea where that one was. So that's a base hit for Colton Haas, leadoff man on for the Niners.
Just the way that Texas sun can be sometimes.
So it comes back to bite the home team here as Jay Kelly, center fielder, digs in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. They're going to bring out a pair of sunglasses for Tanner Pachorik. Kelly bunts it up the first baseline, and he's just going to beat the pitcher to the mound, or to the bag. Jay Kelly, an impressive display of raw speed there, just beats Caleb Galindo in a foot race. And it's a bunt infield single for Jay Kelly. 2 men on after back-to-back singles. And here comes Coach Big John Byington Going to ask for a discussion maybe between the field umpire and the home plate umpire. He'll at least grant that. But I think the field umpire made the right call here, just from up here. Again, we're at a little bit of an angle.
I mean, it was close, but I would still say he was safe there.
So the umpires will talk it out. If it stands like we expect, there'll be 2 men on, nobody out for Jake Gurrell. They're going to call him safe. So back-to-back singles here in the top of the 5th inning. Have the Niners threatening for the first time in a few frames. And it's up to Jake Gurrell here to keep the rally going. He's 0 for 1 tonight, but walked, stole a base, and scored in the first inning. Gurrell out of College of Southern Nevada, hometown of Mesa, Arizona. He's going to bunt this one back to the mound. Galindo fields to his right and will make the throw over to first in time to retire Gurrell. But he does his job with the sac bunt. Moves Colton Haas over to third. Jay Kelly up to second. Camden Knutson to the plate.
Next up, the Nacogdoches Niners, their second baseman, number 7, Camden Knutson.
They've really executed these sacrifice bunts very well tonight.
That's the second one we've seen from them. So 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out for Knutson, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch swinging, soft liner into right, and it will fall in front of Higginbotham. Here comes the runner, Haas, from third, and he will score. Haas had to hold up because Higginbotham kind of deked him, made it look like that was a playable ball, but it's an RBI single for Knutson to tie this game up at 4 runs apiece here in the top of the 5th inning.
Next up for Nacogdoches, their first baseman, number 22, Brandon Sheets.
Jay Kelly still out at second base. Brandon Sheets, 2 for 2 tonight with an RBI double and a single. He bats in a big spot here. First pitch runs outside for ball 1. Comes the 1-0. That one's way outside, ball 2. So new ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. 3 hits in the frame already. That makes it 8 on the night for Nacogdoches. Swung on and missed on that pitch. It's 2-1. Niners have committed an error. Bryan has 4 runs on no hits. They haven't committed an error. 2-1 offering outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Galindo now at 61 pitches.
Kelly with a pretty sizable lead out there at second.
No one really holding him on, so nothing to worry about there. This one lined sharply to right field. Higginbotham will make the catch. And Kelly has to get back to second base quickly to avoid the double play. He does. And there's 2 down in the inning after Brandon Sheets lines out to right sharply. And that will bring Adrian Sindo to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. RBI double his last time up. Or excuse me, that was in the first. That's with 2 on, 2 out. In a tie game. Righty-righty matchup. Front door slider lands in there from Galindo. Strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. That one in there called strike 2. Caleb Galindo Pitch away from just surrendering the run and keeping this game tied. Righty will climb back onto the rubber. He works from the first base side. Set at the belt, the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Caleb Galindo strands 2 runners on, but Nacogdoches does tack one, and they tie it up 4-4 as we are halfway home out at Travis Field here on a Friday night. We'll step aside. Bryan offense coming back to work on the other side. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the 5th we go. Knotted up at 4 runs apiece. Nick Savage and Will Fain with you here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all tuning in. It's Aubrey Reed leading things off, followed by Hunter Barros and Ty Higginbotham. They'll be facing Elijah Martinez as he's out for his 2nd inning of work. Pitched a 1-2-3 inning his last time, and starts off Aubrey Reed with a ball downstairs. Reed 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout in the first, reached on an error in the 3rd, later came around to score. 1-0's fouled off. Long run for Sheets. He gives it a look, but it's foul.
That's
So
another
1-1 count now to the Yard Dogs first baseman. Three hits for Reed last night in the 19-5 win over Beaumont. 1-1, misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Very productive series against Beaumont. A lot of teams can say that. Kept the Bryan winning streak going. They're up to 6 coming into tonight. 2-1, really good breaking ball from Martinez. Doesn't get the call, though. 3 balls, 1 strike. (3-1), skied to right. Myers drifting towards the line. Puts it away for out number 1. So one down here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Up to bat,
Hunter
North
Barros
University,
will
third
come
baseman, number 3.
settle into the box.
Hunter Barros.
Hunter 0 for 1 tonight. He walked with the bases loaded in the first, got an RBI, and popped out to right his last time. First pitch misses above the helmet of Barros for ball 1.
You got to think once one of these guys gets a hit, it'll start to become contagious.
Yeah, good dimension. Still no hits for this Yard Dog offense here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's 1-1. Those 4 runs on the board, basically the way of walks and hit by pitches and pass balls. 1-2 now. Martinez lands that fastball on the outer edge. The 1-2 to Barros. Lined into center field. Coming on is Kelly, and on the run makes the catch for out number 2. Hard hit baseball for Barros, but Kelly plenty of quick to track that one down.
Is his dad.
Now Ty Higginbotham
Dad number 14 from LSU units.
will dig in.
Higginbotham.
Martinez ready for the first pitch here in this righty-lefty matchup. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Ty's dad's going to take my job away from me.
Ty 0 for 2 tonight, does have an RBI though. Drove home a runner from third with a 3-1 put out back in the 3rd. This one chopped back up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Knutson, and he will make it. Second baseman over to first in time, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Elijah Martinez. As we're still knotted at 4 runs apiece, we go to the 6th out at Travis Field. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Travis Field, we go to the 6th. Knotted up at 4 runs apiece. Caleb Galindo back out onto the mound for your Bryan Yard Dogs. Giving up those 4 runs on 8 hits so far, but his offense has kept him in the ball game as we are level. It's Oscar Galvez, Joshua Stanley, and Devin Myers due up. That is 6, 7, and 8. Galvez 0 for 2, 0 for 3, check that. As this one is skied foul.
That's another First Financial Bank foul ball.
Galvez will call time and step out here before the 0-2 comes home. That one's going to miss wide, so it takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Niners coming off of a series with Meridian. They won last night 6-4. Got run ruled on Wednesday 15-2. Won on Tuesday 7-0. And on Monday, a 15-5 loss. So back and forth series there. A great play from the shortstop. Pachorik throws on the run to nab Oscar Galvez for out number 1. Heck of a play.
It's had a very good night tonight defensively for him. Other than that one play, that
one ball
the
that
sun
he
was
lost
in
in the
his
sun, yeah.
Fielder number 3, Joshua
Here's
Stanley.
Joshua Stanley, 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the second, stole a base later, scored, popped out in the 4th. Yard Dogs coming off of a 3-game sweep of Beaumont. Yard Dogs won game on Tuesday, 12-2. All of them run rule victories. An 11-0 win on Wednesday, and last night a 19-5 win over Beaumont. This one lined softly over to first, and Reed, sliding into foul territory, makes the catch for out number 2. Back-to-back web gems for the Yard Dogs. And there's 2 down, nobody on for Devin Myers.
Some very fun baseball to watch this evening.
Devin Myers now digging in. He's 1 for 2, a single and an RBI and a pop out. We'll get into that here in a second, Will, as the first pitch from Caleb Galindo comes home. Misses just low for ball 1. When you go from the series we just had, right, where the Yard Dogs dominated from pillar to post pretty much, and you got to feel for Beaumont a little bit. They're dealing with roster issues, don't have that many guys to work with to pitch. It's a 1-1 count as on the appeal, Devin Morris is rung up on the check swing. But you get the best team in the league rolling in here, and you got the red-hot Bryan Yard Dogs, who swept Fort Scott before sweeping Beaumont. You'd expect nothing less than the great game we've gotten here tonight. And it's 1-2 now to Myers.
And on top of that, you've got good crowd makes for some good energy.
Yeah,
throughout the
4th of
ballpark.
July weekend. Largest crowd in Yard Dog history for sure here tonight. And the 1-2 on the way home as this one's popped foul territory. Valerius, the catcher, to the on-deck circle and up against the netting. Can't make the catch. Really tough play for him, as that one might have hit the net before Valerius got a glove on it. Couldn't quite tell, but either way, it's a foul ball and a 1-2 count to Devin Myers here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Again, this record crowd trying to cheer the Yard Dogs on to their 7th straight win, but we're knotted at 4 right now in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-2 to Myers is swung on and missed. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Galindo as he picks up his 4th strikeout of the evening. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, still tied at 4. This is Bryan Yard Dog baseball. Savage and Will Fain with you. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-4 our score between Nacogdoches Niners and your Bryan Yard Dogs. It's Tanner Pachorik leading things off. He had a great defensive play in the top half of this frame. He's 0 for 1 tonight as he swings and fouls the first pitch back off of the mask of Colton Haas, the catcher. And it's strike one. Oh, 1. This is downstairs. Takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Yard Dogs are 13-5 here at Travis Field. Struggle a little bit on the road. They are 5-11. 1-1. That one lands on the outer half, called strike 2. Nacogdoches really good at home. They're elite at home, actually. 15-1. On the road, regress back to the mean a little bit, but I think anyone would take a 12-7 road record, as this one's poked over to first base and a stab made by Sheets for out number 1. Hard hit baseball by Pachorik, but a good defensive play by Sheets over at first base. Now Brody Cole, DH, digging in for the Yard Dogs.
Number 2, Brody Cole.
One of 3 lefties in the lineup tonight for Coach Byington.
Great defensive plays tonight by both teams.
Yard Dogs still looking for their first hit. Even though we're tied in the bottom of the 6th innings, the Yard Dog offense able to take advantage of walks and hit by pitches and some pass balls. And an error as well committed by Nacogdoches. It was a 46th error committed. If you can poke holes in this Niners team, it would be their defense. Brody Cole here with a 1-1 count. Elevated fastball from Martinez, and Cole behind 1-2 now. Thirty pitches for Martinez here in his 3rd inning of work. Hasn't allowed a base runner yet. 1-2's popped into left field. Stanley drifting towards the line, makes the catch for out number 2. Eight up, 8 down for Elijah Martinez. Taylor Valerius to the plate now. He's 0 for 2, pardon me, with a fly out and a strikeout. First pitch in there called strike 1. Valerius out of Clarendon College. Calls Grandview, Texas home. Oh, 1 to 1-1 as that one misses in. Was looking for that front door breaking ball. For the Clarendon Bulldogs, Valerius this year in 20 games hit .243, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. 1-1 runs down and away. Clarendon having a season they'd like to forget. They were 5-50.
Ooh.
Two 2-1 at the knees, called strike 2. Martinez, first base side of the rubber, comes set. The 2-2 to Taylor Valerius with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Elijah Martinez, another 1-2-3 inning as he picks up his 2nd strikeout of the night. And we go to the 7th, knotted at 4. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. To the 7th we go out of Travis Field. We're knotted at 4 between the Niners and your Yard Dogs. It will be 9-1-2 due up. Colton Haas, Jay Kelly, Jake Gurrell for the Niners. Still facing Caleb Galindo. Working on his 7th inning here as first pitch comes home and catches the outer half, called strike one.
81st pitch of the night right there.
So fairly efficient. There is some action for the Yard Dogs, but nothing pressing. Just a little bit of stretching and light throwing as Colton Haas has fallen behind 0-2 here. Haas 1 for 1 tonight. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, single and a run scored in the 5th. Again, this is Galindo's first start of the year. He's been a bullpen guy up until this point, and he is working deep into the ball game.
I mean, even though he's got 8 hits on him, but he's been able to get out of those.
To 1-2. Here comes. Just off the outside corner. Nobody on, nobody out. Top 7 for the Niners. 2-2 count to Colton Haas. Here's the next pitch. Just missing low, 3-2. Record crowd on hand out at Travis Field. Been treated to some good baseball here tonight from both these squads. Payoff from Galindo to Haas. Popped, foul. Valerius gives it a look, but it's going to drift into the crowd. Right on top of the press box here.
That's a First Financial Bank.
Tomorrow night, these two back at it. 7 o'clock first pitch. Be right here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. 3-2, cut on and miss. It's a drop third strike. Valerius will have to collect and throw, and he will do just that. 5th K of the night for Galindo, and there's one down here in the top of the 7th. Now back to the top of the order, Jay Kelly, who's 1 for 3 tonight.
At bat from Dallas, Texas, the center fielder number 8, Jadrian Kelly.
Kelly with impressive numbers. 6 foot, 165 pounder from Arlington, Texas. In his 31st game coming into the game tonight, he was hitting .330. 35 runs scored, league leader in RBIs and stolen bases. He's got no one count here against Caleb Galindo. Slider misses in. 1 ball, 1 strike. This will be the 4th time through the lineup for Galindo, and usually the more looks you get at a guy, the more chances you end up producing, but hadn't been the case really. I feel like Caleb's kind of gotten better as the night's gone on. 1-1, misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike.
I'd have to agree with you there. I mean, he's gotten a lot more people out early in these counts so far in this later half of the game. A lot of more pop outs, ground outs. Couple of stellar plays by your infield.
2-1 to Kelly. That one misses down and away. Now it's 3-1. 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for the Niners. They've stranded 4 men on base, and 4 runs, no hits, no errors for Bryan. They've stranded 5 on base as well. 3-1. Just misses. Ball 4. The first base runner for Nacogdoches since the 5th. And here comes Coach Sean Byington. That might have done it for Galindo, but we'll see. Maybe this is just a check-in, say, hey, how do you feel? No signal to the pin just yet. Yep, just a pep talk. Big John Byington will head back to the third base dugout. Caleb Galindo stays in there. And Jake Gorell will dig in with 1 out, runner at first. Tied up, 4 runs apiece here in the top of the 7th. Something's got to give. We've been tied since the 5th. First pitch in there, called strike 1. Gorell 0 for 1 tonight. Walked in the first, stole a base, scored a run. Ground out in the 3rd. Sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Quick check over on the league leader in steals, Jay Kelly at first. He's got about a 3.5 step lead, really aggressive. 0-1 fouled back. And now Gorell behind 0-2.
And it's the famous K-Man, so one more strike and he $2 beers.
Galindo peers in. Valerius flashes the signs. They'll pick over to first. Close play, but Kelly back in safely with the head first slide. Another pick over, that one just to give himself a little bit more time. Galindo taking a deep breath and back onto the rubber. The 0-2. Broken bat, looper, right side. Shaddix runs it down, and man, Jake Kelly was way off the bag and almost a double play, but plenty of speed for him to get on back in there.
I know what you're thinking, but we'll see him again.
But a pop out to second puts 2 outs on the board. And Camden Knutson will stand in. The switch hitter will swing from the left side.
Number 22, Brandon Sheets.
First pitch to Knutson, misses outside, ball 1. Camden 1 for 3 tonight, has an RBI single that came in the 5th, tied up the game.
Correction, number 7, Camden Knudsen.
Pick over, back in safely is Jay Kelly. Two-0 count here to Camden Knudsen. 2 outs. He'll take strike 1 on the outer half. Caleb Galindo trying to empty the tank and give his squad 7 strong innings.
It's up to 98 pitches so far.
So this for sure is the last inning of work. Might be the last batter. That might have been what Coach Byington told him, is you got 2 more batters. He got Gorell to pop out. Now has a 3-1 count against Camden Knudsen, the second baseman for Nacogdoches. (3-1), way outside, ball 4. So that'll put 2 men on, 2 out here in the top of the 7th, and a big spot for Brandon Sheets, the first baseman for the Niners. And here comes Coach John Byington. He'll take out Caleb Galindo. Couldn't finish 7. But he'll leave with a smile on his face. What an outing for the righty out of Hill College. He'll leave to a standing O with the sellout crowd behind him.
Just a very good game this evening.
We'll step aside and get you the new pitcher on the other side as The Niners threatening here in the top of the 7th when 2 on, 2 out. New pitcher for Bryan on the other side. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Back here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel.
And these folks are not believing X, as I wasn't so recently. That's still Twitter. Excellent.
And new pitcher is Isaac Borges for the Yard Dogs. Righty out of Southeast Community College. Comes in a big spot. Top of the 7th, 2 outs, 2 men on for the Niners. And Brandon Sheets, who's 2 for 3 today, stepping in. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch, fastball high for ball 1.
At bat for Nacogdoches, number 22, Brandon Sheets.
Caleb Galindo responsible for the 2 runners on base, but he goes 6 2/3, allows 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Can't close the book on him just yet. 1-0. Popped foul. Just gets over the netting.
That's another first financial bait. Foul ball.
Borges works from the first base side of the rubber. Has the glove tucked under that front arm. Now comes set at the letters. The 1-1 to Sheets. Good slider in there. Goes to the back door, and it's 1-2. Borges set with the 1-2. Slider way out, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Packed crowd here looking for the home team to get out of the inning. Burgess trying to do it. 2 men on, 2 out, and a 2-2 to Sheets, and this one's popped into foul territory. Barros with room. Barros makes the catch.
Nice.
And Isaac Burgess comes in and strands 2 men on base. And we're still tied up at 4 runs apiece as it's stretch time at Travis Field. This, Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Come on back. Savage and Will Fain with you here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. It's been a fun one. Fireworks coming up at the conclusion of this game, as it'll be the top of the order. Gavin Shaddix, Tegan Riley, Jake Wiley looking to get some offense going, as it's Elijah Martinez back out to the mound. He drops in the hammer for strike one to start the inning. Martinez has faced 9 batters. He set them all down. Yard Dogs still without a hit here in the bottom of the 7th. Shaddix goes after that one, and he's behind 0-2. But with the help of some walks, some hit by pitches, a few wild pitches, and an error, they've scored 4 runs tonight. Oh-2 on the way. Popped right side of the infield. It's Sheets, the first baseman, drifting into foul territory, making the catch for out number 1.
Martinez up to 42 pitches.
I'm going to be honest with you, Will. I think he can throw that pitch count out the window right now the way he is going. I think unless, you know, Coach Morrison has him on a pitch limit, this is his ball game.
Yeah, just the way he's been able to perform here.
Tegan Riley in now. This one lined into right field, and that'll be a base hit. First hit of the game for the Yard Dogs comes here in the bottom of the 7th, and a 1-out base runner for the home team. So now you breathe a sigh of relief in that dugout, right? You see the 1 on the board, not a 0 anymore. You can stop thinking about it and go to work as an offense here. Do what you did earlier, right? Work these counts, draw the walks, but if you get a pitch to hit like that early, put a good swing on it. Yeah, and that's what Tegan Riley just did. Stands over at first base, 1 out, and Jake Wiley at the plate. There goes Tegan Riley. Throw down, not in time, as it wasn't even held onto by Sindo, the shortstop. So a stolen base for Tegan Riley. And just like that, the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th for Bryan.
And right before that pitch, I really wanted to say, with his athleticism, I could see him running on the first pitch, and what do you know?
Jake Wiley 0 for 1 tonight, has 2 walks and a run scored. 1-0's popped foul. Gorell over toward the Yard Dog dugout, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 2. Foul out, single, foul out. There's 2 down, runner at second for Aubrey Reed.
First baseman number 7, Aubrey Reed.
Reed 0 for 3 tonight. Did reach on an error in the 3rd, later came around to score. Righty-righty matchup here is Martinez always works out of the stretch. He's set at the numbers. First pitch in the dirt. Good take by Aubrey Reed not to chase there. It's 1-0. Grounded to the right side, but into the teeth of the defense. Knutson is up with it. And that will do it. Yard Dogs collect their first hit, but they strand him out there as we go to the 8th. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Field here on a beautiful Friday evening. Packed house at Travis Field, catching a really good ball game. It's a 1-1 count here to Adrian Sindo leading off the top of the 8th inning. Isaac Borges, clean inning to work with here as he floats in another slider, and it's 1-2. Borges out of the windup. 1-2's cut on and missed. And Isaac Borges picks up his first strikeout of the night. And there's one down in the top of the 8th inning. Oscar Galvez, actually this will be a pinch hitter here, as time will be called and head coach Nicaelan Morrison will come out and give him the new name.
Number 25, John Pease.
Yeah, John Pease will come in and hit out of Ranger College. 6 foot, 190-pound left-handed bat. Pease will take over the DH spot. First at bat here for him on the season. So now we're starting to see these managers pull out all the stops as the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Big swing and a miss on the next offering. Takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two now. Isaac Borges going right at the pinch hitter.
Being very aggressive here.
1-2. Misses inside, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pease will take over for Oscar Galvez, who was 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. The 2-2 on the outside corner, called strike 3. And Isaac Borges pitching with some emotion, lets out a yell, and there's 2 down. Back-to-back punch-outs for Isaac.
9 of his 14 pitches have been strikes.
He's one of the get the baseball and go type of guys, as Joshua Stanley will dig in here. 1 for 3 tonight. Single back in the second, stole a base and scored a run. Slider in there, called strike 1. Make it 0-2. As Isaac Borges is in a rhythm here. Already ready to go. The wind and deal. 0-2's fouled back. So 3 straight sliders. We'll see what Stanley gets here after Isaac Borges picked up a strikeout on the fastball last time. The 0-2 fastball just misses in. Everyone in the stadium thought they had strike 3, but it's a 1-2 count to Joshua Stanley. 1-2, put in play to the right side, right at Shaddix on a few hops. Going to be a tough play. Flip out of the glove in there to get Stanley in a 1-2-3 inning for Isaac Borges. What a ball game we have here tonight. Going to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 4 runs apiece. You don't want to miss the end. Come back. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Walked in a dead heat here.
Best cookies in the
It'll be Hunter Barros, Ty Higginbotham, Tanner Pechoric due up here, middle of the order for Bryan. Still facing Elijah Martinez. He's about to start his
At bat number 3, Hunter
fifth
Barros.
inning of work as Hunter Barros stands in, takes strike one from Martinez. Barros 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for Nacogdoches. 4 runs, 1 hit, no errors for Bryan. Record crowd here at Travis Field, awaiting the fireworks show that will start shortly after this game wraps up. 1-1, dropped in there, called strike 2. We'll be right back here tomorrow night. Like I mentioned earlier, 7 o'clock first pitch, game 2 between these squads. And on Sunday, 6:05, finish up the series in the 4th of July weekend. 1-2's a breaking ball down low. Barros does not chase.
And 3 more games next week as well.
Yeah, that'll cap off the longest homestand of the year, 12 games in 14 days for the Yard Dogs, and we're right in the middle of it. Martinez gets a strikeout of Hunter Barros for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Only 1 base runner allowed so far for Martinez.
Number 14, right fielder Ty Higginbotham.
Martinez has struck out 3. And now Ty Higginbotham will dig in. He's 0 for 3 tonight with an RBI. First pitch to him misses outside for ball 1. One out. Check swing. I want to appeal down to first. No. Home plate umpire's not even going to give him an appeal. And he's giving it to the Nacogdoches dugout. They're not happy. Home plate umpire didn't even give the pitcher an appeal. And Coach Morrison kind of defending his first base coach here. And a brief exchange of words. We're back to play. I will come to the defense of the Niners there. Not even granting an appeal is kind of silly, but it's a 2-0 count. That one, double foul ball. Chopped on the ground and back up on the backswing, hits the bat of Higginbotham for strike 1. Two-one pitch from Martinez on the outside corner, called strike 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Elijah Martinez peering in now from the first base side of the rubber. He's set. The 2-2. This one lined sharply down the right field line, but foul.
That, my friends, is their first financial late. Foul ball.
Infield shifted to pull against the left-handed bat of Higginbotham. Good battle here between he and Martinez. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 4. 2-2 to Higginbotham. Way outside, and the count's run full. .52 pitches for Martinez. No one warming in the Niners pen. Why should they? He's been stellar. 3-2. In there, called strike 3. And there's 2 down. Back-to-back punch-outs for Martinez. Now Tanner Pechoric will stand in with 2 outs, nobody on.
Number 22, Tanner Pechoric.
Pechoric 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Does have a stolen base. Righty-righty matchup, and the first pitch is in there, called strike 1. Next pitch bounces in there. It's 1-1 strike. Nacogdoches scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 more in the fifth. Yard Dogs 1 in the first, 3 in the third, and that's all they're scoring to this point. 1-1, slider lands on the outer half for called strike 2. And now Elijah Martinez pitch away from working out of the inning, the 1-2 home. Lined foul up and out of play. One-two pitch on the way. Swung on and it's going to get away. It hit off of Pachorik as he swung and missed it. So it goes all the way to the on-deck circle. Actually might have hit off the catcher, Haas. So that's a strikeout for Martinez, but it's a drop third strike. So that'll put Tanner Pachorik over at first base, the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. And Brody Cole stands in. Righty-lefty matchup. What a break that will be if the Yard Dogs can convert that drop third strike into a run. Brody Cole takes a big swing and a miss at the elevated fastball. Pachorik, mild lead at first. They will pick over, though. He's back in safely. Tanner Pachorik over at first after reaching on the drop third strike. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. Pitch from Elijah Martinez. Martinez only allowed 2 base runners up to this point. One of them stands over at first right now. He's the go-ahead run for Bryan here in the bottom of the 8th. But there's 2 outs and an 0-2 count to Brody Cole. That one misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Long pause for Elijah Martinez as he comes set. The 1-2 pitch. This is low, blocked by Haas. Throw down is high. Tanner Pachorik will advance on the wild pitch. It'll be 2-2 count. Go ahead run now standing at second base. Can Brody Cole come through? The lefty digs back in with a 2-2 count. Elijah Martinez set. Pitch on the way. Brody chops it foul up the first base line. Two. Popped foul. It's going to go out of play. Tanner Pachorik at second base. He's the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Elijah Martinez ready for another 2-2 here to Brody Cole. In there, called third strike. Great pitch from Elijah Martinez. And the Yard Dogs will strand the go-ahead run out at second base as we go to the 9th, still tied at 4 runs apiece. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Top of the 9th out at Travis Field. We're still tied at 4 runs apiece. And it's up to Isaac Borges to post a 0 here. Give his guys a chance to walk it off on the other side. He'll be facing 8-9-1 due up. Devin Myers, Colton Haas, Jay Kelly. First pitch from Borges to Myers is a sweeper that misses outside for ball 1. One 0. That one in there, called strike 2. Or strike 1, pardon me.
If he pitches like he did in the last inning, we're in for a treat.
1-1. That one's off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, Borges in the 8th. Struck out 2. Fairly efficient. Did so on limited pitches. Has a 3-1 count here, though, to Devin Myers. (3-1), fouled back. And the count's taken full. Packed house awaiting some fireworks after this game. Might get a preview in the bottom of the 9th. We'll see if the Yard Dogs can come through or if the Niners will spoil the party. This one sent into right field for a leadoff single for Devin Myers. First hit since the 5th inning for Nacogdoches. Now Colton Haas to play catcher. Haas is 1 for 2 today.
From Ainsley College, the catcher, number 5, Colton Haas.
Has a sacrifice bunt and a single, run scored as well. He'll bunt this one right back to Borges. He'll field on a hop over to first, and Colton Haas lays down his second sacrifice bunt of the game. It does its job, moving the go-ahead run into scoring position with only 1 out as the top of the order comes to the plate. Jay Kelly, 1 for 3. Kelly leads the league in RBIs. If he were to drive in, Devin Myers might be the biggest one of the year so far. Here's the first pitch in there, good slider. It's strike 1. A 1 offering. Sweeper that misses way high. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Game has been tied since the top of the 5th inning. No one been able to scratch or cross a run since. Who will break through? 1-1's chopped foul over to the Yard Dog dugout, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be a tall task for Isaac Borges to get through this top half of the Niners lineup. This what kind of makes them so good is there's so many good bats from Kelly to Sheets, 1 through 4. He's got to go through the teeth of it right here. 1-2's fouled off, and Jay Kelly will stay alive.
And we've already seen Kelly's athleticism earlier when he got on base safely after that bunt.
One, 2, lifted foul softly. Aubrey Reed's going to run out of room as that one bounces over the Niners dugout. Burgess set with the 1-2 here to Jay Kelly. Here it comes. This one line foul sharply. Going to get out of play over the Yard Dog bullpen down the left field line. Time is called here is, I think, Taylor Valerius going out just to give Isaac Borges a second to breathe. He's a guy that wants to get the ball and go, and maybe to his detriment sometimes. So Taylor going to give him a breather. Short conversation as Valerius will head back behind the dish. And a 1-2 count with one down in the top of the 9th inning. Out of Travis Field, we're knotted at 4 between Nacogdoches and Bryan. Back and ready to go. Here's Borges' 1-2, chopped to the third baseman. Fielded by Barros, long throw, way too quick is Kelly. And everyone is safe. On the back end of that play, Devin Myers advances up to third. Good read by him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention,
And it's a base hit for Jay Kelly.
this is our caveman hitter of the night.
Second hit of the game.
Jay Gurrell. Number 4 strikes out here. You know what that means,
And
folks.
Jay Gurrell will dig into the box with
$2 beers in the
one
next
out.
half inning.
2 on. Tied up at 4 here on the top of the 9th. Borges out of the stretch. First pitch, check swing, and Corral goes around for strike 1. This is Gurrell's first look at Isaac Borges. Oh, 1 fouled straight back for strike 2. Valerius out of the crouch will flash some defensive signs to the infield. O2 coming home to Gurrell. Slider down and away, and Jay Kelly will take second without a throw. Smart to hold on to that one if you're the Yard Dogs. So Nacogdoches will have 2 runners in scoring position here in the top of the 9th, 1 out. And a 1-2 count to Jake Gurrell. Niners trying to break through for the first time since the top of the 5th inning. 1-2. Sent into center field. Coming on is Riley. He'll make the catch. Here's the tag. Throw in is in time, but Myers beats the throw, and it's a 5-4 ball game. A sac fly for Jake Gurrell gives Nacogdoches a lead here in the 9th. Good piece of hitting by Jake Gurrell. He comes through, and now the Yard Dogs will have to walk it off. They want to send the home crowd happy. Here's Camden Knutson. 1 for 3 tonight. Runner out at second is Jay Kelly. And before the first pitch comes home, Borges will step off and resettle here. Righty-lefty matchup. Borges fires home, and Knutson will take strike 1. Morrison, field manager for Nacogdoches, will call a time and have a quick word with Camden Knutson here. As the Niners have taken the 1-run lead on the sac fly from Jake Gurrell. Devin Myers got it started with a single. A sac bunt from Colton Haas moved him up to second. Jay Kelly, an infield single, moved the go-ahead run to third, and Jake Corral, a sac fly to center field drives him in, and it's 5-4. Jay Kelly still out at second base. Camden Knutson awaiting his 0-1 offering here from Isaac Borges. Here it comes. This one's popped left side of the infield. Should be playable for Barros. He drifts into foul territory and makes the catch for number 3. As Nacogdoches will try to hold on to the 1-run lead. Bryan looking for a little magic here on a Friday evening before the fireworks start. Come on back. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. To the bottom of the 9th we go. The Yard Dogs will need a little walk-off magic to send this record crowd home happy, as it's pinch hitter Justice Brinson hitting for Taylor Valerius here. He's a 9-hole hitter, and it'll go back to the top. Gavin Shattuck's on deck. Tegan Riley in the hole. Elijah Martinez back to the mound to try to close this one out. First pitch, breaking ball in there, called strike 1. Martinez working on his 72nd pitch. Came in back in the 4th and has been shut down. 0-1 to 0-2. Inside pitch. Brinson didn't like it. And Elijah Martinez ahead in the count here. Martinez, the 0-2 to Brinson. Fastball down and away. It's 1-2. Yard Dogs trying to protect their 6-game winning streak. They are perfect on this homestand so far.
At number 19, Justice Brinson.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off the mask of Haas. Haas has worn a few tonight, and he's been pretty tough. He just settles right back into that squat.
Kind of like Isaac on the mound. Let's get back into it as fast as we can.
Elijah Martinez quickly set with the 1-2 here to Justice Brinson on the way home, and that one misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two with nobody on, nobody out here to lead off the bottom of the 9th. This one roped down the left field line, but it's going to tail foul.
Yep, pass from their first financial weight.
So Justice Brinson will come and settle back into the box and face another 2-2 pitch. Again, these two will go at it tomorrow night at 7:05 for Game 2. Then Game 3, it will be at 6:05 on Sunday. But right now, main focus is this bottom of the 9th. Justice Brinson leading off. Elijah Martinez trying to close out a big win for the Niners. Time called as Brinson will step out. And back into the box. Martinez a big deep breath, and he's set. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball runs upstairs. Count is full. Payoff pitch on the way. Taken in the dirt. Ball 4. Justice Brinson battles back. And the tying runs on base with nobody out.
Worked a walk after being down 0-2 in that count.
First walk issued by Elijah Martinez tonight. And we'll have a pinch runner here for Brinson.
Looks like number 1, Rylan Sawyers.
Ryan Sawyers coming in to run. We've seen him enter in this pinch runner role a few times. Another chance here as Gavin Shaddix, second baseman,
Up to bat, Bryan Yard Dogs. First
climb
baseman,
into the box
second baseman, number 17,
for his 4th at bat of the night.
Shaddix.
Officially 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a run scored. We'll see if they put Sawyers in motion. First pitch to Shaddix misses down and away for ball 1. Double play depth for Nacogdoches. 1-0. Fastball grooved in there, called strike 1. Five to 4 our score, nobody out. Runner at first in the bottom of the 9th. Pick over if Sawyers is in safely with a head first slide. One on the way. Line back up the middle, over the glove of the second baseman, Knutson, and it's a base hit. Now the tying and winning runs are on base. Only the second hit of the game for Bryan. Sawyers runs at second, Shaddix at first. Now Tegan Riley to the plate.
Who had the first hit of the game for your Yard Dogs not too long ago.
He's officially 1 for 2 with a couple of hit by pitches and a run scored. That hit did come off of Elijah Martinez. First pitch, big swing and a miss on the fastball, strike 1. Now time called, and Coach Byington will have a quick chat with his center fielder. That swing was out of his shoes, so maybe resettling things here. Sheets, the first baseman, expecting a bunt. He's way in on the first base side. Riley will show bunt. This one fouled at the plate. And it's quickly 0-2 on Tegan Riley. So a big swinging strike, a bunt foul. You're down 0-2. We'll see if that bunt play is still on. I'd be surprised if it was.
Yeah, I would. With 2 strikes, I wouldn't think.
So the 0-2 count. Elijah Martinez peers in to Tegan Riley. Here comes the next pitch, fouled off. Nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. The 5-4 lead for Nacogdoches. Bryan has the tying and winning run on base. 0-2. Breaking ball in there. Great pitch from Elijah Martinez, called a strike 3. There's one away for Bryan in the bottom of the 9th. 6th strikeout for Elijah Martinez.
From Grapevine, Texas, left fielder number 6, Jake Wiley.
And now Jake Wiley, the left fielder, comes to the plate, and here comes the pitching coach for Nacogdoches. Want to have a word with Elijah Martinez, who's sitting at 86 pitches. And nobody stirring in the bullpen for Nacogdoches, so this is his game. Well, what do you think this conversation is about here?
I think it's just a, hey, this is your game. You got 2 guys left.
I'm sure it's mentioned somewhere in there that 1 ground ball ends the game, right?
Right.
If the defense can turn the double play, so maybe that's what they're looking for as Jake Wiley will come to the plate. The Yard Dogs as a team has hit into 8 double plays. Correction, 9 double plays.
But if you're Bryan, do you try to do a double steal here to get out of the double play?
We've seen him do that before. You got a pinch runner out at second, and over at first, Gavin Shaddix, who can run as well. So you got the speed to do it. Do you have the intestinal fortitude to do it? That's up to Coach Byington. Meeting on the mound over. Jake Wiley into the box. Elijah Martinez set. First pitch of this at bat home. Breaking ball. Misses off. Ball 1. Tying run is out at second. Walk drawn by Justice Brinson. Pinch run for Sawyers. He stands at second. Gavin Shaddix followed that walk up with a single. He's running at first. 1-0 bounces in there and blocked well by Haas. Tension just keeps rising with every pitch here. This capacity crowd, record crowd at Travis Field, ready to explode. Nacogdoches trying to keep that from happening, and just like that, it's a 3-0 count to Jake Wiley. Wiley takes strike 1. Now you get a pitch in a spot and sit dead red. Try to get it into the gap and let these guys take off.
Do what they're best at and just use that speed to your advantage.
3-1 to Wiley. Swung on, chops foul, and the count's run full. Full count, 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Winning run stands over at first. 5-4 game, tying run at second. Martinez is 3-2 to Riley. Fouled back. And a great battle here. 7th pitch of the AB upcoming. Yard Dog faithful still all into this game. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off.
.93 pitches so far for Martinez.
Emptying the tank. You got to respect it. Martinez came in the 4th. Trying to shut it down. Pick up the win and the save. Another 3-2 to Wiley. Swung on and missed. Jake Wiley. Strikeout victim number 7 from Elijah Martinez, and the Yard Dogs are down to their final out.
From Lubbock Christian University, first baseman number 7.
It's up to Aubrey Reed. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Correction, 0 for 4. Reached on an error in the 3rd, later scored. Martinez trying to close the door on the Yard Dogs. First pitch, swung on and missed. Aubrey Reed tried to end the game there on one swing. 5-4 our score. 0-1 count with 2 down here. In the bottom of the 9th, Yard Dogs need to walk it off to keep this win streak going. Breaking ball misses high, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the way. Swung on and fouled back. Yard Dogs down to their final strike.
That's the first financial lead.
Elijah Martinez with the new baseball. Aubrey Reed back into the box. Righty-righty matchup. Big deep breath from Martinez. The 1-2 comes home. Line to the left side. That's through for a base hit. Getting this in is the runner at third. Sawyers, throw is high. He's safe. Throws to the backstop, and everyone will hold up. It's a tie game in the bottom of the 9th. Aubrey Reed comes through. And this home crowd erupts. What a game we've got here tonight, and it's still not done. Aubrey Reed, RBI single, drives in Rylan Sawyers to make it 5-5. Gavin Shaddix all the way up to third base. And now Hunter Barros
Our third baseman, number 3.
will stroll to the plate.
Hunter Barros.
Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Barros, in there, called strike 1. Barros 0 for 3 tonight with a walk and an RBI. Winning run 90 feet away for the Yard Dogs. 0-1, chopped foul, or chopped in play, back up the middle. Gonna be a tough play, throw over to first. No signal, he's safe. That's a ball game. The umpires gave no signal, but he's safe at first, and the Yard Dogs win 6-5.
There was no signal whatsoever.
Bryan Yard Dogs walk it off in front of a record crowd, 6-5, and the win streak continues. Hunter Barros with the RBI infield single, driving in Gavin Shaddix. What a night out at Travis Field as the Yard Dogs score 2 in the bottom of the 9th.
Woo! I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired.
These home crowd fans stuck around for fireworks, but they got a sneak preview.
Everybody have a good
Here in the bottom of the 9th, the Yard Dogs win 6-5 in the bottom of the 9th. We'll hit a quick break. Post-game show coming up next. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Oh man, what a night here on a Friday in front of a capacity sellout record crowd. The Bryan Yard Dogs win their 7th straight over the league's top team, 6-5, with a walk-off infield single from Hunter Barros. It was a dribbler that a really tough play Sindo collected through. We kind of were paused for a second because there was no signal given by the field umpire, but the celebration was on, and the Yard Dogs win their 7th straight to improve to 19-16. Nacogdoches falls to 27-9. Nick Savage and Will Fain with you here on the post-game show. And Will, what a night it was. What a well-played ball game for both these squads. This crowd got a real treat. That's for sure.
And right after Summerween.
Right after Summerween, yeah, absolutely. Bryan gets it done. 6 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They strand 7 men on base. Nacogdoches, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They strand 7 on base as well. Isaac Borges will get the win as the one and only reliever out of the pen for the Yard Dogs. He goes 2 1/3 innings, allows 2 hits, a run, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Caleb Galindo, what a start for Caleb, right? His first one of the year, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And unfortunately, Elijah Martinez gets the loss for Nacogdoches after going 5 2/3 innings in relief. He allows 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 7 Ks. He was stellar, but just couldn't quite finish it off. And Will, discuss, I guess, your closing thoughts here. What a win it is to get, excuse me, what a win it is to get to kick off this series. And more than halfway through this homestand, they haven't lost a game.
They're really hitting their stride. And tonight, they just found the way to win. I mean, you really didn't have a hit there until, what was it, the 7th inning?
Yeah.
When Tegan Riley got that hit off of Martinez. And then from there in the 9th, you get 3 hits. So you find a way to win there. Defensively, we had a couple stellar plays out there in the infield.
Absolutely.
You gave up some hits, but they were able to work around it.
Yeah, middle infielders really showed out tonight for the Yard Dogs and made some great plays. No errors, clean sheet for this defense. So that's what you love to see. Will, I think that's the most fun we've had all year, my friend. A lot of fun. Thanks for joining me up here. And thank you so much for watching. I know we've had a record viewership for tonight's game. If you're watching in Nacogdoches, we appreciate it. We hope you join us back here tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun one. Once again, these 2 of the best teams in this league, and wouldn't expect anything less. For Will Fain, I've been Nick Savage. The Bryan Yard Dogs walk it off in front of a record crowd here at Travis Field. We hope you join us tomorrow, July 4th. It'll be a lot of fun right here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. Bryan wins 6-5 on a walk-off winner. This has been Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Thank you so much.